Pleased to be joined with Pat's prospect, Drew Mushumanski, after, I guess, day 3, but your second skate here in your second training camp with the Regina Pats. Just kind of describe what it was like to get on the ice for the first 2 days. You've had quite a bit of success with 2 goals so far.
Yeah, it definitely, it's good to be back. I love the rink, and these guys are always welcoming when I come back, so it was good to get the win today, and hopefully we'll do it later.
And Drew, obviously you played for the Parkland Rangers last year, had quite a bit of success. Describe what you thought about your season last year.
We had an up and down year. I think Coach Tyler, he really pushed me. He pushed me to be a better person and an even better player. And I thank him a lot. So I think that was a good part of the season.
And you were called up for some Junior A games in the MJ. What did that experience mean to you? Coming, I guess you had already played with some older players before, but in a real game, right?
Yeah, it was crazy. The pace it's definitely something a guy has to get used to. They're all fast, and you just got to kind of adapt to it and change your game a little bit.
And Drew, just before we let you go, you've been quite familiar with the organization, been familiar with the group. Due to COVID, being in 06, you were drafted kind of in the winter of 2021, spring camp last year, and then main camp, and then now here with the Pats for another training camp. What have you learned about the organization through the skates that you've been around with this team?
It's a professional organization. I think how they handle themselves around here is truly amazing. They treat all players with the best respect. I'm just glad to be here and glad to be doing my part.
Pleased to be joined with Pat's prospect, Almen, after day 3 of Pat's training camp, but day 2 of on-ice sessions. And you scored a goal yesterday, scored a goal today. What's it been like to get back on the ice with some familiar faces here?
Yeah, it's been great. It's been lots of fun for sure. It's a really cool experience to get to come out here again, and I'm having lots of fun so far.
And you're now 16 years old. What have you learned, from your 15-year-old year coming to Pat's camp and to now?
Just that you got to be more physical. Everything moves faster out here, so you got to make your plays that much quicker and faster, and just up the physicality a bit.
I mentioned this to Cole Temple yesterday. Do you feel a little bit more comfortable with the guys having played, a couple of WHL games last year, being around this group, and now coming back as a 16-year-old?
Yeah, for sure. I'm starting to feel more and more comfortable. This organization is great at making you feel welcome, and many players are really great at that too.
I know we spoke at spring camp about your development and the things that you've worked on. Obviously a pretty successful season last year, despite not playing towards the end of the year due to an illness. But were you pretty satisfied with the development that you've taken over the last year that you've been, I guess, a part of the Pats organization?
Yeah, I think so. I've been really happy to see the kind of jumps and improvements I've been able to make so far. So yeah, I'm definitely happy with that.
And I guess, what are your goals going into this year as a 16-year-old as you try to make the Pats team full-time?
Yeah, I definitely want to play on the team and have an impact with this team and be a good player on this team and be able to, just have an impact on this organization, not only on the ice but off the ice as well.